Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. 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 Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Sri Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Sri Krishna Caitanya. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm still in Tulum here. We are me and Lord Caitanya, and so we're going to chant a little bit here and see where it all goes. So, hey, thank you. Awesome. Yes. See, maybe I have a little bit of our own music here. Let me know if you can hear this Indian beat here. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Paul, Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Sound is okay? Oh, okay, good. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Can you hear the Indian beat I've got? Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus, Paul, Srila Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Caitanya. 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Nityananda Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Oh, my Lord. Oh, see, just better and better. Oh, man. This happiness is out of this world. Literally. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit of Nadia, Master. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Lord Caitanya, Lord Caitanya, Lord Caitanya, Lord Caitanya. 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 Lord Caitanya, Lord Caitanya. Lord Caitanya, Lord Caitanya, Nimai Pandit, Vishvambara, Vishvambara, Nimai Pandit, Lord Caitanya. Lord Caitanya. Nimai, 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 Nitai, Nimai, Nitai, Nimai, Nitai, Nimai, Nitai, Nimai, Nitai. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gaurachandra. Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Gaurachandra. How could a few words make you so happy? Now that's mystical. That sounds mystical to me. How some words can make you happy. They make me happy too. Strangest thing, huh? Nitmai, Nimai, Nitai, Nimai, Nimai, Nitai, Nitai, Nimai. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. 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 Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh my Lord Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right, more. You and Maria always get me back to Nimai Pandit of Nadia. Nimai Pandit of Nadia. Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Vishvambara, Vishvambara, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit. Nimai, Nimai, Nitai, Nitai, Nimai, Nimai, Nitai, Nitai, Nimai, Nimai, Nitai, Nitai. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nitai, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga. Whew. All right. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya. Let's see what this world is all about now. Let's get into this. Let's examine the situation here. See what's going on here in this world. Let's read some Bhagavatam here. Srimad Bhagavatam. Text number 2 in chapter 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. Text 2, one of my favorite verses. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated, this Bhagavat Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion, for the welfare of all. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion, for the welfare of all. You see, this is the whole problem in the world. The illusion is not distinguished. You know, people, because they're completely in the illusion, they can't distinguish it out. Then, therefore, you can't understand reality. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the essence. See? So, and only those which by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. See, and it's devotion. This devotion, you know, and it's so simple, like this simple chanting of the holy name, you know, and getting the potency, you know, from the devotee to just love God, man, just to love that name. Loving that name is loving God, man. It's so simple. If this name brings tears to your eyes, that means the Lord is waking up inside you. He's being nurtured by you now. Now you're in Vrindavan resident, man, because now you're nourishing that Lord in your own heart. Even your words become, you become like a father and mother of Krishna in your own heart. He starts growing up in you. You become like the gardener, see, and you nourish that Lord, see, with your own voice. See, this is, you come here. This is not a place where you're getting brainwashed per se. You're getting brainwashed of conditioning, and washing your brain of all that crapola, so that you can love that God in your own heart and become as good as the Guru. See, win-win here. I'm winning all the time. I'm winning now just by talking about Krishna, getting purified. I don't care about it. Gohari, are you a pure devotee? Who cares, man? I just love this purification, man. I just want to nourish that Lord in my heart. Pure, pure devotee. It's not a noun, something static. Purifying devotee, man. This is purifying my heart. I'm sitting here walking around in this Maya here, associating with people who are an illusion, exchanging energies with people, and the Lord has given me the potency. I can chant these names, and this is feeding the Lord in the heart, and the Lord is like taking this food. It's wonderful. And then you start nourishing the Lord in your own heart by the hearing, chanting, remembering. And then those who listen, they get purified and they get the same ability. See, now you have reality. The ultimately reality is loving God. Like in the scripture when Jesus asked Nicodemus, what is the greatest commandment? To love God with all thy heart, all thy mind, and all thy soul. And Jesus said, yeah, that's great. You're not far from the kingdom. You can't really do that. You can quote the verses, but that's not awakened in you yet where you're actually doing that. And that's the state of Vaishnavism now at this time. They're at that point. They kind of know that they know the idea is to love God. Okay? That's the idea. So they're getting closer to the kingdom. Okay? But where you really get close is you find a person. See, the devotee Bhagavat, they're like the book Bhagavat. The book Bhagavat says, love thy God with all thy heart, all thy mind, and all thy soul, right? That's what the book Bhagavat says. What does the devotee Bhagavat say? Same thing. But they're doing it. There's a difference. They show you, oh yeah, this is what it looks like to love God with all thy heart, all thy mind, and all thy soul. When you do that, it brings tears to your eyes. You're just having transcendental intercourse with God. I know it sounds lusty and it sounds terrible and profane to have transcendental intercourse with the Lord, but I don't care. That's a great way to explain it, because it is completely pure to have transcendental intercourse with God. There's no fault in that. That's why Lord Caitanya was having transcendental intercourse with God right before everybody's face. Nityananda too. Yeah. If people think that's profane, that's because it's the dirt in their own mind, and this is how you clean it. You got to listen to these kinds of conclusions. See, that's what life is all about. Transcendental intercourse with God. Intercourse. Going inside the Lord. Just like you see, when you have intercourse with a man or woman, the man goes inside you, right? They go inside your body. Isn't that interesting? Inside your body. Well, hey, man, this is the birds and the bees of spiritual life. Everybody, wake up now. Wake up, man. It's about going inside the transcendental body of the Lord. See? He's also got a body, man. It's a transcendental body, though, man, you know? I could say a few more things, but I'm already on the edge. I don't know. See, the world is reflection. See, the highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion. See, the highest reality is this transcendental intercourse with God. And the illusion is to have the bodily intercourse, which is, it keeps the illusion perpetual. Of course, it's human. It's okay. You know, it makes the bodily world go around. It gives some kind of happy, if you're going to be in this world, it gives you some kind of happiness here. See? But that's on this level. See? We need to have this, our spiritual form awakened to have this intercourse with God. It's wonderful. It's ecstatic. You know, it's perfect happiness, and it's eternal. Yeah. It never disappears. This transcendental intercourse, Narada Muni is having it all the time. And it never stops for every day, every moment, for lifetimes, our lifetimes. He never dies now. He's just always eternal. Yeah. Because his spiritual body is awakened and it can have this transcendental intercourse. Yeah, so in intercourse, that's when you start to have these ecstatic feelings. The Lord loves it. He's inside your own heart, man. He loves this intercourse. See, it's a spiritual thing. It's the spirit communing with the supreme spirit. See, that's self-realization. That's Krishna prema. See, there's Krishna and then there's the prema. That's the intercourse. See, the prema, that's the devotee, and Krishna going inside the spiritual body of the Lord. See, and communing with that God. It's like entering this amazing unity, unification, communion, yoga. See, all these things. So that's the highest reality, man. Distinguished from illusion. You know, people need to know this is just a temporary thing. And you know, the beautiful thing is you don't have to be a sannyasi, man. Not in this age of Kali. That's why it's forbidden. It's forbidden to be a sannyasi. You know, that's in the church. It's forbidden. Better not to be. Otherwise you get a big false ego. No need. Just get Lord Caitanya's mercy. Isn't that amazing? The Lord has given us that that work of His. Yeah, to teach the essence of truth that Lord Caitanya brought, to bring this communion with God, this intercourse with the Lord, regardless of your position. Yeah, maybe you are a son. Maybe you like renunciation. Well, some people do, you know. But what is the difference between a guy having a cup of coffee and a person that is a renounced sannyasi if they're having intercourse with the Lord? It's the same love. The Lord loves his sannyas devotee as well as his sudra, uh, lover, beloved. So that's really the essence, how to love God. So people, people should be looking, I'm here, to help people understand the essence of the situation. Look for the devotees who basically have the symptoms of love of God. Forget about this external thing. That's all institutional stuff. For the institutions, for the very, very neophytes. But everybody, whether you're a neophyte or advanced devotee, you can get the mercy of Lord Caitanya in our Sangha. Otherwise, it's very doubtful. Because in institutions, you have institutional gurus, institutional sannyasis, all who don't preach like this. They don't preach like the book preaches. The book preaches the mercy of the Lord is available when the devotees are here that have, they're actually bumblebees at the feet of Lord Caitanya. They can taste that happiness of communion with God, that intercourse, that spiritual intercourse. Eh? People should be looking for that, because that's how you're delivered. There's no other way, no other practical way. Look at Jesus. People got the Holy Spirit and were delivered simply by faith in a carpenter. He was a carpenter. In the eyes of the world at first, he was nothing, just a carpenter. And then he started to preach. He got some reputation. And then Maya tried to cover it up. But how do they do that? They're just the way politicians do. They do it in religion too. Character assassination, just like they do here. They look for faults. Look for faults, not to get people out of the faults, but look for faults to keep people in the faults. See? So people have to pass that test. You're going to hear people say, oh yeah, don't go listen to Gaur Haridas because in the past he did this, he did that. Or in the current time, don't listen to him. He's drinking a cup of coffee. Oh, don't listen to him. He had a beer the other day. Right? No, go listen to those dry sannyasis. Now, what is better? To hear from a guy who's had a cup of coffee and tell you right on the camera he had a cup of coffee and a beer, you can see symptoms of actually communicating with God and has realizations better than these big sannyasis and the big title guys. What's better? To be with an honest person or one of those guys who a lot of times they might be doing this and God knows what else in the closet. So we need to know. This is what I love. I just love teaching the essence. Just cut through the bullshit, man. Cut through the mustard. What is really important? See? Love of God's the only important thing in this world. Loving, and in our line, see, we're in the line of loving Krishna or loving Lord Caitanya. Same thing. Getting the mercy of Lord Caitanya is the most important thing that anybody in this world can do. It's the only thing that'll free you from the cycle of birth and death. The love of Christ too. I mean, if you get the mercy of Jesus and you worship the Lord with the Holy Spirit and transformations are in your, even in the Bhagavatam it says, yeah, if tears come to your eyes in your body because of God is activated in your body, then you're promoted to the kingdom. So that goes for Christians, that goes for anybody. And in our line, it's Lord Caitanya, because he's the latest avatar. You might as well go to him. Might as well go to one who's giving you more knowledge and information than anyone. Any incarnation more than what Jesus brought. Jesus was here 2,000 years ago. brought a very important message and power to the world, the Holy Spirit. Lord Caitanya came and built upon that. And Lord Caitanya is the avatar for 420 billion years or so many, a long time. 4 billion, 320 million years. He's the avatar for that long. No one else is as good as him or ever will be. All we can do is get that mercy in the line and distribute that mercy that's already been distributed 550 years ago. That is the best we can do. And to be empowered by the Lord to do it in his colorful ways, to convince people that this is for their best interest. Their best interest of Acharya Dev and every ISKCON devotee and every Gaudiya Samiti and Gaudiya Math and Christian actually, and anybody, their best interest would be served by coming here and getting the mercy of Lord Caitanya, because we're one of the few distributors of it. Unless you have symptoms of prema, you're not really an authorized distributor. You're practicing. Does that make sense, anybody? You know, like if you want to get Amway product, man, you can't be a person that doesn't have an Amway product. You got to go to these distributors. Oh, do you have Amway products? Yes, yes, I have them here. Can I have one? Okay, here, the distributor gives it to you. You go to a person as a Mary Kay, so she has cosmetics, right? She's a real distributor. She has all the products. You go to her for Mary Kay. You can't get Amway from Mary Kay, distributor. Same thing. Why are you? Does anybody know why you're going to Krishna? Why are you coming to Krishna? Consciousness. To become conscious of Krishna, right? Well, you got to go to a distributor. Who's a distributor? Well, they got to have the product. Love of God, love of Krishna. Where are they? Yeah. Are they a real distributor, or are they just pretending to be a distributor? A pretender is just a person who says, I'm Gurudev, I'm sannyasi, but I don't have the product. I don't have love of God, and I can't communicate it to you. I can't give you that product. I can't distribute it like Lord Caitanya distributed it, and like the devotees, because I don't have it. Oh, but because I'm a shyster, I'm a trickster, I'm a putana. Putana, false devotee of Vrindavan. I may even think I have the product. I'm imagining I've got it. Symptoms, where's the love of God? Where are the symptoms of the tears, the choking, when you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Or Lord Chaitanya's mantra, name. It's time to cut the bullshit now. No more bullshit. Where is love of God distributed? Where is Krishna consciousness delivered? Where can you become conscious of Krishna? Only with prema can you do that. That's our product here, is prema. Prema bhakti. You don't get this prema, you don't get Krishna. You don't become conscious of Krishna. It's just Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. You're saying Hare Krishna and no Hare. No prema, no Krishna. He's just a name to you. He's like, oh, let us build this big school in Mayapur. It's called the Crying School of Gaur Govinda. And you go to the school and there's no crying. Oh no, we just say it in name, Crying School with no crying. Or you go to the Gaudiya Samiti and you go to their website. It says purebhakti.com. You know what purebhakti.com means? That means tears in your eyes, man, choking of the voice, laughing like a madman or woman. That's purebhakti.com. We're a real purebhakti.com. Or is it purebhakti.com? Oh, coming. Oh, there we go. Transcendental intercourse. You see how all these words fit? Coming. The others are some cyber screw. Cyber screw. the metaverse, the unreal thing. Here, this is purebhakti.com. You come here, you'll have a nice transcendental orgasm with the Lord, man. It's called prema. Hey, man, what do you think? You know, the behavior of Krishna is like the males in the world. They're all looking to get, you know, to get a beautiful woman, right? Well, that's Krishna is like that too. He's looking for the beautiful woman, and the only thing that turns his head is devotion. He's looking for Radha. Yeah, he's looking for those who are the girlfriends of Radha. You know, the ones who got the mercy. See, he's looking for you. You're looking for him. You know, I met this lady yesterday. I got to see if I get my interview today. She's supposed to interview me. She says, I'm looking in the world. I'm looking for the truth. I'm looking for the truth. Oh, hey, I can tell you the truth. No, then she goes, this is where the people speculate. No, I don't know. I don't know if I want the truth, because if I find it, then I'll get bored. No, see, that only happens in the world. You find the lie being told as a truth and you get bored. This is the big illusion, man. You go after the lie as the truth, and then you get bored. And then you go to another lie, thinking it's the truth, and you get bored. You go to another lie. See, the name of Krishna. We come here every day to the name of Krishna, don't we? Every day we come to the name of Krishna and never get bored. Name of Lord Caitanya, not bored at all. This is why we need transcendental knowledge. We need to hear from devotees, because that gets rid of that ignorance. That, oh, if I come to God, if I attain God, then I'm going to get bored. No. Get that. That's why people leave religion many times. They get bored because they go to religion and it's limited. See, it's what the Bhagavatam says. This Bhagavatam rejects religion. See, rejects it. Vaishnavism is more or less religion now. Eventually people will reject it and then it disappears. Because people get bored. See, people have to taste transcendental mellows. You cannot do that. You have to hear the real Bhagavatam. You have to hear the highest truth, distinguished from illusion. Okay? This is for the welfare. Everybody can get this. Yeah, that's why you turn your camera on. You hear these topics. It'll get you. It'll redirect your misdirected life. You're misdirected going to gurus who have not the symptoms of ecstasy. You're misdirected, man. That's why it takes many lifetimes. That's why it only takes not even one lifetime. Here, look at how many people have the symptoms of prema here. Because you're redirected in the right path, the narrow gate. Man, straight and narrow, right into Vrindavan, like a laser. Hare Krishna. Unfortunately, luckily I'm broadcasting on YouTube, because these will be censored because of this background music on Facebook. Nice song, but Hare Krishna. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. People are miserable in the world, man. See, miseries of the body and the mind. See? Bad thinking creates miseries in the body. Yeah. Meditating on what is of the mundane world exclusively makes you miserable here. You meditate, you're thinking about that, and you wonder why. Nobody knows why they're miserable. It's what they think about. Okay? And then maybe you go to a psychologist and they say, oh, think positive thoughts. And you think about positive worldly things. But it's not very strong, and not strong enough. Because eventually you go back to the negative because it's always oscillating. Negative and positive, negative and positive. And it's a lot of work. It's not easy to stay a positive thinker. But you know what's easy? Oh, get this potency from being aligned with the prema bhaktas, man, that distribute the mercy of Lord Caitanya, which is attachment to what is transcendental. Transcendental name of God, man, his pastimes. See? Get your mind right forever. Is never, no more positive and negative meditation. No, you don't have, even the spitting demigods, you come and taste the mellows of God forever. It's a new path. It's an eternal path. Look at you guys. You come in here every day for 5 years, practically, most of you. Never gets boring, does it? It puts your mind right and at peace. In ecstasy, too. How can the miseries of the body and the mind bother you when you're thinking about transcendental God? You know, godly thoughts about God. It takes you completely out of it. Threefold miseries, body and mind. How can you be bothered by other people when you're so happy? You don't draw that to you. People act on vibration here. People that are actually have all this karma and negativity and stuff like this, they draw that energy to them. See, miseries caused by other living entities is only because of your karmic stuff. If you're a positive thinker, a positive person, you might draw positive people to you. And you think, oh, this is the best thing. Oh, this is the best path. You're still going to die. You're still going to be unhappy sometimes. You know, positive people come here sometimes. You know, they come here, but it's not enough. I still see sadness. You know why? Because in the heart, we'll never be happy, truly happy, until we make connection, communion with that Lord in the heart. Never be completely happy. Miseries of the body, threefold misery, body and mind. And nature also. The miseries caused by nature, the world. So there are miseries, as I was telling Maria also, that, see, the Bhagavatam brings you deeper into understanding. The demigods usually are in control. They're in power. And they're the lords of karma, good and bad karma. See, devotees on this path that we are preaching, that we're walking, that we're relishing, this path is not under their jurisdiction. Matter of fact, if they want to make advancement, they have to come here. They have to associate with devotees like this. This transcends the karmic thing. So even people, the demons and the demigods, they cause you miseries in the world, more or less. But Krishna protects us. See, Krishna protects us from miseries of the body and the mind and other living beings who cause us problems. Why? Because they don't bother him, and we've taken his shelter, and he's given us that shelter. We experience, because prema is given to us, we experience that shelter of the Lord. Therefore, these problems don't affect him and they don't affect us because we're his devotees. And we're his devotees of his devotees. See how personally, I'm a devotee of liberated souls who love God. The messages of God come through them. I live on the inspired words of the Lord. Therefore, I'm protected of these threefold miseries. Yeah, more or less, mostly more. So this such truth uproots the threefold miseries. Yeah, no more. That's why if you hear these Bhagavatam classes regularly, you won't want to be reading books that don't uproot your miseries. This book will. This beautiful Bhagavatam compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity. See? This is why the mature devotees who have love of God and they worship the Lord in ecstasy for a long time, they become more and more clear, more and more uplifted, more and more logical, more and more relish the words of the Bhagavatam. See? And then they preach in a mature way, or they write books in a mature way. You can see, I'm seeing in my own preaching, because I'm sitting here and I have people coming, and I see that they're maturing in their devotional service by hearing their love is growing. Love grows where rosemary goes. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's Krishna or Radha. Love grows where, see that song, Love Grows Where Rosemary Goes. Rosemary is representing the female potency of Radha. See, so love grows wherever that love is. See, and that's, love grows when it's reposed on Krishna. See, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, love grows. And if you're not at that level yet, chant Lord Caitanya. Because actually, ultimately, it's the same and beautiful. Lord Caitanya was chanting, it must be good. He's chanting. So this beautiful Bhagavatam is sufficient in itself for God realization. What is the need for any other scripture? This is why this book is an extension of the Bible. The Bible's been through so many editings and all this stuff. And when you get this love, you can read the Bible also and pick up the jewels. See, when you have the mercy of Lord Caitanya, you can pick up the jewels from any scripture, from Bhagavad Gita, from Srimad Bhagavatam, from the Bible. It's beautiful. That's what I love about the mercy of Lord Caitanya. I can pick up the jewels from anywhere. And the beautiful thing about Jesus, if you're open, you can also, when you get love of Christ, you can also, like that's what I did. The love of Christ was in me. Then I was open and I could recognize the jewels in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Vaishnava thing. And so I pick up jewels in the Bible and I pick up jewels here. That's right. So, the next part of the verse. As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of the Bhagavatam. See, what is the message? See, what is the message of that's anybody giving? What are you listening to people on TV? What is the message? What is the message they're giving you? You know, a lot of times, most of the time, the CIA and FBI and all these guys are giving you messages in the movies. See, they're giving you messages, hidden messages. These subliminal, they're so bad, the messages, that they don't want you to consciously catch on. Because they want to, you know, control you, manipulate you, make you, give you a miserable existence. See, that's the messages in the world. Worldly messages, Maya's messages. She's always giving you a message to take your consciousness and make it dirty, to weaken you. That's the message of the world. That's Maya. But the message of the Bhagavatam is what? Is to purify your consciousness, to uplift it, to teach you the highest truth, to show you what the illusion is. See, the message of the Bhagavatam is to teach what is real in this world forever, how to stay connected with reality forever, how to distinguish the illusion so you're not caught up in it, how to get the protection of Krishna, transcendental Lord, how to love God, man. All these beautiful, eternal messages, wonderful message, enlivening messages. Oh, I just love speaking them. Hare Krishna, Cole. You might want to catch the replay here. See, the message of the Bhagavatam is the highest truth, distinguished from illusion, for the welfare of people, because people are suffering in the world because of just being totally immersed in illusion and not knowing what is eternal truth. See, they lack information. They can't make a proper decision. But this is the world, man. You can't even raise a family properly. You know, I was listening to a video today. This is how practical. This is functional. This guy, he's given this pharmacist hell because his wife went over to get the. No, not for her, for a child, right? Give her the child, and what happens? The child gets myocarditis, of the inflammation of the heart. The kid, the little child gets that, which is a known side effect of that. See, I can't even say this because the people that are in charge of the Maya want to keep. Don't give anybody information about that other than what you're supposed to hear, right? So you lack information. This is the way it works. So anyway, the kid ends up in the hospital a few days later only. Yeah, a few days later. And the father never wanted the son to get it, but the wife just somehow or other got afraid. She was probably watching mainstream news and, "Get your son, you got to get this," you know? See, and all the information that you need to make a proper decision is being withheld. So anyway, kids enter and the father says, "Why didn't you tell what side effects would happen that the kid could get this?" "Oh, we didn't want the mother to be scared. And then otherwise we wouldn't make our money given the..." See, this is motivated, materially motivated, to the point of even hurting people, maiming them, killing them. Anyway, that's the world, man. And people, because they don't have information like this, maybe they're not even open to it, but they should be. That's just one little example. But if you look at the bigger picture, the whole world is keeping certain information from you that you need to have your highest welfare. Otherwise, you're going to take another birth, and that is horrible. Another birth in this world. You're going to be born. You're going to have happy days and distressful days. You're going to get older and you're going to get diseases. You're going to be faced with accidents. Your body is going to be sick, sometimes healthy, maybe sick more. You're going to suffer more or less, but still suffering. And you get old and decrepit and die simply because you don't know who you are. That information is not taught in school. It's withheld from you in school. And they don't probably even know themselves. The professors don't know. This information is being held from you. How to transcend the cycle of birth and death. Now, expand that to religion. You go to religion to get relief from God, but the full information's not there either, is it? Oh, they don't tell you, oh, all you need to do is find a devotee who loves Krishna, loves God, the Christ is awakened in them and is in mature condition, and they love the Lord, and you can get the potency from them to also love the Lord and transcend the cycle of birth and death like that. Oh, they don't teach you that in ISKCON, not even Gaudiya Samiti. Or they might in Gaudiya Samiti, they say the words, but they can't give you the purebhakti.com. It's just calm. Just a cyber thing. See? And here we're at fault. See, we're at war, actually. This is World War IV, man. We're at war with everybody. We're at war with ISKCON and Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Samiti, Christians, Muslims. We have no place to lay our head. Isn't that what Jesus said? I have no place to lay my head. Well, I got no place either. Burning up all the illusions so people can find the truth. You need full information. You know, if you wanna quickly, you come here, you'll get the full truth, the real message of the Bhagavatam. Oh, we go further than that. The message of Chaitanya Leela. Get it easy, man. Get it by just developing a little bit of faith in these words, in this chanting that we do here. And you'll transcend the illusion easily. Piece of cake, easy peasy. And you're not doing it simply because you don't have this information. You're not with an experienced devotee who realizes these, has real eyes, real understanding, real knowledge. Why? Because of prema bhakti that Lord Caitanya gives in this line. You could win the lottery too, like this fool has. Everybody can win the lottery. Anybody who develops even a little bit of faith in this will cry. Look at Ibo, he cries. It's that simple, my friends. Full knowledge is given here. The real message of the Bhagavatam is given here. That's not given in religion, not given in ISKCON. Because if it was given, they would have prema. If it was given, the devotees who represent ISKCON and Gaudiya Math, Gaudiya Samiti would have prema. Or they would have that to give to others so that they can also have prema. If you have prema, oh, Krishna, you get Krishna. Otherwise not. Okay, that's enough for now. I gotta save the voice. I feel I'm yelling over the music here. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Hare Krishna, we'll be back.